Coming up on The Shield, we have coverage of the damage caused by weekend storms here in Valpo.
And we have a preview of this year's homecoming festivities.
Happy first day of fall, everyone. Sunshine is in the forecast, and when will it start feeling like fall? I'll have the answer to that coming up in my 5-day forecast. This edition of The Shield starts right now.
Thank you for joining us on The Shield. I am Chazz Johnson.
And I'm Brendan Johnson. Over the weekend, a line of strong storms blew through the Valparaiso area, leaving behind damage to local residents. Amy Vanderheyden has more on the story.
The calm after the storm. This past Saturday, a line of severe storms came to Valparaiso, bringing with it wind, rain, and damage to property around the VU campus. While there were no reports of injuries caused by the storm, many cars and homes were damaged by falling trees. Also, several power lines were destroyed due to branches. Sunday meant cleanup for the city of Valparaiso and the homeowners who had seen damage from the storm. Tree limbs had to be cut in order to make Monroe Street passable after 2 trees fell on the road. Also, cars that were totaled due to damage were barricaded off for safety concerns. For The Shield on VUTV, I'm Amy Vanderheyden.
Homecoming is just 2 weeks away, and planning is already underway for a full week of fun activities.
That's right, Chazz. The University Programming Council is putting together the final touches on one of their biggest programs of the year. I spoke to 2 of our UPC members for a sneak peek into what we can expect for this special Valpo tradition.
We have 2 events every day for most of the week, from Monday all the way till Saturday at the football game and the homecoming dance, which is Saturday night. We really want the whole campus to be involved, not just the teams. We're really glad that the residence halls are getting involved, and we're really happy that the campus as a community is trying to come together for this event.
Perhaps the most anticipated event at homecoming is the crowning of the King and Queen. We talked to UPC Classics Chair to get the details on this year's crowning.
We normally have around 5 to 6 to be running for King and Queen, and then Friday we nominate our court, which is 3 in the running for Queen and 3 in the running for King, and then Friday at the football game we crown the King and Queen.
Paige also told us that UPC has high hopes for what effect homecoming will have on the campus community.
And I also think it's important that not only the students that are here now, but the people who come back and the alumni that are here or coming here to visit get to see that our campus is still involved and that we are still enjoying Valpo and the history that has gone on as homecoming as a tradition.
I would hope that not just the teams participate, but all of campus, because it's not just like team activities, it's fun for everyone.
This year's theme is Disney Villains, which plays off this month's UPC feature, Maleficent. For links to homecoming packets and other information, go online to valpo.edu/student/UPC.
VU is 1 week away from the annual Relay for Life held on campus. VUTV sat down with Amy Becker to get a preview of this weekend's event.
Relay for Life is, we get a bunch of different groups. This year we have 25 plus signed up, and we raise money, fundraise beforehand, and then we get together for a 12-hour period, and this year it's 12 p.m. to 12 a.m., so noon to midnight. We relay, so we walk around, so each person from every team has to walk around the track, or I guess the outline, since we're not doing it around the track. And we relay and we raise even more money by selling things like baked goods and stuff like that, just to raise awareness for cancer and to raise money for American Cancer Society. You can expect a very long but fun event. It's continuous. You're always moving, you're always doing something, playing games or talking with people or eating. There's a lot of food there. And you can just expect a really great community because we're all together to support celebrating another birthday and getting to raise money for an extremely amazing cause.
Well, it has gotten much chillier here in Valpo, and many are wondering, could this be the beginning of our fall weather? Well, Lauren Hilko joins us here in the studio with the first look at our Valpo weather forecast.
Well, happy first day of fall, everyone. Sunshine is in the forecast over in the next few days. We are expecting a little bit of a warm up, and will that continue, or will the fall-like temperatures be returning to in the forecast? I'll have all this coming up in my 5-day forecast.
Welcome back to The Shield. Police in Charlottesville, Virginia named a person of interest in the disappearance of University of Virginia student Hannah Graham. Jean Casares has the details.
But Hannah is also our little girl. She's our only daughter, and she's James's little sister. Hannah is also the oldest granddaughter, both of my own parents and of Sue's parents. And she's actually my parents' only granddaughter, and she's enormously precious to us all.
The parents of Hannah Graham spoke publicly for the first time on Sunday, pleading for help in finding their daughter.
We know Hannah was downtown early Saturday morning. We know Hannah was distinctively dressed. Did you see Hannah? Did anybody see Hannah? Did you see Hannah? Did you see Hannah? Who saw Hannah? Somebody did.
At a press conference Sunday, Charlottesville Police Chief Tim Longo, in an unusual move, publicly pointed fingers.
I believe Jessie Matthew was the last person she was seen with before she vanished off the face of the earth. Because it's been a week and we can't find her.
Law enforcement says Matthew was seen on surveillance video walking behind Hannah at the downtown mall. While members of the community looked for Hannah this weekend, Jessie Matthew walked into the Charlottesville Police Department.
Walked right through the front door with a couple family members. He got inside and he asked for a lawyer, and we found him one.
Still, law enforcement admits they don't have probable cause to tie him to this case.
I think that the reason that Hannah has such marvelous support is that this is every parent's worst nightmare. I'm certain that everybody in this room and those watching knows that what happened to Hannah could happen to their child. We need to find out what happened to Hannah and make sure that it doesn't happen to anybody else.
An emotional plea to help push this investigation forward.
Well, a Northern California wildfire continues to grow despite firefighters' best efforts. The King Fire reached more than 82,000 acres Sunday and was only 17% contained. The fire has forced more than 2,000 people out of their homes.
My husband is up there with Tim Lance from KFBK, and he has just called me and told me that my house is completely gone, and that my neighbor's house is completely gone, and the people across the street from us house is completely gone, and a couple houses very close to us are still standing. He's still heading up the road to see about our other neighbors, these folks here, to give them the news on whether or not their house is gone.
Wayne Huntsman was arrested for deliberately starting the blaze. He entered a plea of not guilty earlier this week.
This past Saturday, Pope Francis appointed Bishop Blaise Q-Chip of Spokane, Washington, as the next Archbishop of Chicago. The current Archbishop, Cardinal Francis George, expressed his desire to find a replacement several months ago, when he was diagnosed with kidney cancer. Q-Chip said, "The Holy Father's appointment of me humbles me, but also encourages me," as Pope Francis began his pastoral ministry in Rome by asking the people to pray for him. "So too now I bow my head in the hope that everyone in Chicago will pray for me in the days ahead." Q-Chip will be installed on November 18th.
Roger Goodell, the commissioner for the NFL, announced on Friday sweeping domestic abuse and sexual assault policies for the league's 32 teams. Mary Muller explains.
We will get our house in order first.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is speaking out on the recent incidents of violence among pro football players.
Our teams and league staff, everyone, will participate in education sessions starting in the next month, followed by training programs.
His comments 2 days after the league's latest arrest, Arizona Cardinals running back Jonathan Dwyer. His wife says he headbutted her, breaking her nose, then threw a shoe at his 18-month-old son, striking him. Dwyer has been released on bond. His agent did not return calls for comment. Then there's the public backlash. Take a look at Baltimore's M&T Stadium, where thousands lined up to exchange their Ray Rice jerseys. Rice was caught on camera punching his then-fiancée unconscious in an elevator. Rice entered pretrial intervention and won't be prosecuted. His contract was terminated by the Ravens, and the NFL has suspended him, but he's appealing. Rice said in July his actions were inexcusable. Incidents the commissioner says he'll work to prevent.
I think we can make some changes, and I think they'll be positive in the domestic violence and sexual assault areas, child abuse areas. Those are things that we think we can make a big difference on at some point.
A White House official tells CNN the league needs to, quote, get a handle on the situation, since so many young people look up to these players as role models. The military is also looking into its relationship with the NFL. In Atlanta, I'm Mary Muller reporting.
A rally focusing on climate change drew thousands to New York's Columbus Circle this past Sunday. The event led to today's UN Summit on Climate Change. Mary Maloney has details.
People turned up in droves Sunday to participate in New York's People's Climate March. The Environmental Defense Fund sponsored the event, which they dubbed the biggest climate march in history. An estimated 100,000 people were expected to take part.
Clean air! We deserve it! This is an unprecedented mobilization.
United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, celebrities, and politicians participated in the 2.5-mile rally. The event is designed to lead into the climate summit beginning Tuesday. World leaders will gather at the UN and offer up ideas to combat climate change. As an environmental activist and the newly appointed UN Messenger of Peace, actor Leonardo DiCaprio will address the summit.
We are at a pivotal turning point. We are seeing the effects of rapid climate change happening every week in the news.
President Obama is also expected to speak. In 2009, organizers held a similar rally in Denmark ahead of the Copenhagen Climate Summit. I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
After 13 years, country music legend Garth Brooks announced Monday the release of his new album. The 9th album by the country singer will come out on November 11th and will feature his new single, People Loving People. The CD version will come out on Garth's Pearl Records, and the digital version will only be available on 2 websites, garthbrooks.com and ghosttunes.com. That version will be sold as a $30 bundle, which includes his first 8 studio albums, a live album, and a video. Well, coming up next on The Shield, Lauren Hilko joins us with an amazing forecast for the rest of the week. Stay with us. Your Shield weather forecast is right ahead.
On a campus plagued with terrible weather, Valpo students suffer from boredom with no motivation to leave their room. They begin to search for free movies and stumble upon Valpo's new free movie streaming website, where you get unlimited free access to recent movies like Despicable Me 2 and Jobs at the tips of your fingers. So if you're feeling bored, then don't wait. Grab some friends, find a seat, and enjoy a movie on movies.valpo.edu.
Welcome back to The Shield and happy first day of fall, everyone. Sunshine is in the forecast over the next few days, and when will it officially start feeling like fall? We'll take a look at the 5-day forecast in just a few minutes to see when it's going to start officially feeling like it. High pressure is currently situated right over Valparaiso, allowing for sunny conditions today and into the upcoming week, and this high pressure system is just going to continue to stay and dominate the area, allowing for some beautiful conditions. RPM forecast models, nothing nothing in the way of any clouds or rain throughout the next few days. As you can see, this is already into the day tomorrow and still just clear skies, and so it's going to be a great next couple of days. Temperature-wise, 68 is the current temperature right now in Valparaiso, 68 back into Gary, and the overnight clearing is going to allow for the temperatures to get in the upper 40s, 48 in Valparaiso and 51 back into Gary. Temperatures for the day tomorrow will be warming to right around 74 in Valparaiso and right around 70 in Gary, so mid-70s across the area. And overnight lows, again, we're going to be having the clear conditions allowing for an overnight low on Thursday morning of right around 53 degrees. But for tonight, it's going to be cool, calm, and comfortable. We're expecting a low right around 49. And what can we expect for the day tomorrow? We're expecting sunny conditions with a high right around normal, right around 73 degrees. And is it going to start feeling like fall? Well, as we look at the Storm Shield 5-day forecast, we can see wall-to-wall sunshine over the next few days with temperatures staying a little bit above normal. We're expecting for the day on Thursday a high of 75 degrees. And as we head into the day on Friday, expect temperatures of right around 74. Looking like a great forecast for Relay for Life on Saturday. Again, sunny conditions with a high of 75. And the 70s are just continuing to stay as we head into the last day of the weekend. On Sunday, we're expecting a high right around 72 degrees. So it's going to be a great day if you're heading out to Relay on Saturday. Sunny conditions with temperatures in the mid-70s. So make sure and get out and enjoy it over the next few days.
Yeah, we won't have to be in that parking garage. We can actually get out and enjoy.
Yeah, because last year they had in the parking garage, and this year it's going to be great. And you can head outside and enjoy the walking weather.
All right. Well, thank you, Lauren. Up next, Parker Gatewood has a look at sports. Stick with us.
Hi everybody, I'm Dick Vitale of ESPN, and I'm on VUTV. It's awesome, baby, with a capital A.
Joining us now in the studio is Parker Gatewood with a look at your Crusader athletics.
Well, let me just say that our first story is one that was heard all around campus, and that's that the Valpo football team defeated William Jewell on Saturday. The Crusaders started off slow and went into halftime trailing William Jewell 22-7, but that was no matter as they scored 32 points in the second half and surged back to defeat the Cardinals by the final score of 39-30. On the offensive side of the ball, Grayson Baston rushed for 96 yards with a touchdown. And on the defensive side of the ball, John Guilford had 13 tackles, one of which was a sack for a loss of 7 yards. The volleyball team played host to Murray State, Sacramento State, and George Washington this weekend in their annual Crusader Crossroads of America Classic. Their first match was on Friday, and the Crusaders entered the tournament with a 10-1 record, and they were looking to add another tournament win to their season's resume before heading into Horizon League play. The Crusaders had a tough match to begin the tournament as they played undefeated Murray State on Friday. They dropped the first set and things were not looking good, but they quickly turned it around and stormed back to win the match in 4 sets. Emily Campbell led the way with 20 kills and 7 digs. The following day, the Crusaders had a doubleheader where they took on Sacramento State and George Washington. Valpo came to play on Saturday. They didn't drop a single set to either team, winning both matches and claiming their 3rd tournament title this season. Allison Ketchum was named the tournament MVP. She tallied 5.5 digs per set, reaching double figures in digs in all 3 matches, including a career best 26 digs in the match against Murray State. Also headlining the week were men's and women's soccer. Both soccer teams took to the field on Friday, and men's soccer played host to Western Illinois. They won their match in double overtime, 2-1. And women's soccer, well, they traveled to Eastern Illinois and defeated the Panthers 3-1. That's going to wrap it up for Valparaiso Sports this week. But remember, always stay connected at valpoathletics.com. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Parker. After the break, Lauren is back for a last look at your Valpo weather forecast. Stay with us.
Good morning, Valparaiso University. What's a better way to start your day than with a new jam? And WVUR has just what you need.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it... If dying young won't change your mind, baby,
Broadcasting sports, news, weather, and music, on air, online, and on campus. WVUR is my jam.
Welcome back to The Shield. Now, one of the biggest movements here on campus recently is one of diversity and inclusion. And Parker, we understand that that's been entering the sports realm recently. Would you mind taking us through that a little bit?
It absolutely has, Brendan. The One Valpo Promise has been big here on campus. It's really hit hard. You see everyone participating in it. And it's a promise that promotes diversity, ethnicity, equality. Really, it's a really special thing here at Valparaiso University. Well, I had a chance to catch up with the men's soccer team and talk to them about the One Valpo Promise.
It all started on the soccer fields with one team that wanted to make a change. A change for the better. They made a promise and are already watching it work in this university. One Valpo Promise is a revolution taking place on campus. It promotes diversity, it supports differences, and it brings others together.
Decided to celebrate the diversity that we have in our team. We've got a really, probably the most diverse group on campus. We've got guys from, I think, 12 different countries represented. We have all different colors, all different backgrounds. Even guys from the United States are from California, from the South. We have guys from here in Valpo. So people come from all over, and we're all here together.
To me, One Valpo means celebrating everybody's diversity. We find it really important in our team that we learn about each other regardless from where you come from, and that we celebrate where you come from and can learn from one another.
You got guys from Jamaica, you have guys from, you have Hispanic guys, you have like Jordan, he's from France, you know.
The diversity within our team is really important. It allows us to understand one another at a deeper level, because by everybody being different, you really are able to ask twice as many questions.
Despite a loss, a win, you know, the first thing one of the guys gonna do is pat you on the shoulder and be like, come on, keep your head up.
And we become more than just teammates, we become a family, we become brothers.
Joining us one last time in the studio is Lauren Hilko with the final look at weather. Lauren?
Hi guys, it's going to be a great next couple of days. We're seeing temperatures that are kind of in the right around normal with sunny conditions. It's going to be a great forecast. As you can see, wall-to-wall sunshine for the day Thursday through Sunday. We're expecting temperatures to be in the mid-70s on Thursday and 74 for the high on Friday. And Saturday for Relay for Life, we're seeing sunny conditions and a high right around 75. Cooling down a little bit, but still staying right around normal. It's 72 degrees with sunny conditions for the day on Sunday. So if you're heading out to Relay, it's going to be a great day. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-70s with sunny conditions, so get out and enjoy it.
I'm excited. I could wear dresses again.
Yes.
Yeah, shorts and t-shirt weather.
Yeah.
I know, definitely.
Bring out the bro tanks.
Okay.
You could, yeah.
I don't know what those are, but all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the show today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chazz Johnson.
And I'm Brendan Johnson. To get on-demand VUTV coverage, log on to youtube.com/ValpoVUTV. Like us on Facebook, and be sure to follow us on Twitter. For Parker Gatewood, Lauren Hilko, and all of us here at VUTV, have a great rest of the week.